Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1972 Smith Corona Classic 10 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in the USA, one of the most popular machines ever produced. And this one has unique font, so stick around to see that when I get to the print section. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. This is the left margin. I'm going to set that on 0 and the right one around 75. And this is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got two adjustable rollers, holds the page down nice and tight. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning, and it actually skips 3 half spaces when it's on 1. When it's on 1.5, it skips 4 half spaces. When it's on 2, it skips 5 half spaces. And that's due to the unique font that it has. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence on this next line. Beautiful. Excellent condition typewriter with excellent looking print and font. It's got cursive script typeface, prints 12 characters per inch. Beautiful looking print. Very popular, very rare. To pull the page out easy, we're going to use this switch on the right side. Unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Also allows you to straighten the page if you load it crooked. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. So this only has options for one color or stencil. So when you have it on stencil, the vibrator just doesn't go up at all, so you don't print any ink. When you have it on the black, it just prints right down the middle, I believe. But if you have a red and black ribbon, it doesn't print evenly one color or the other, so you got to have a solid ribbon on this. And that's just due to the cursive font is just much taller than your typical standard font, so that's why the line spacing is different and the color is different on this. Backspace on the left side, shift on each side, a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that MR button, it does allow you to type past that all the way to the end. Also works on the left side, but I'm already on the end. Let's test that. Cool. Touch control on the left side, low, medium, and high. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit the keys harder for them to print, but they respond faster. The lower you go, the less tension. Tab set and clear on the right side. Right now we have tabs set on 10 space intervals, so I'm just going to clear each one of those one at a time by hitting that CL button. So now we shouldn't have any tabs, but I always like to set one somewhere in the middle so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. So we're just going to hit that set button to set one tab right there. You set as many tabs as you want on this model. Hood slides to the front like that. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. If you want to switch that direction manually, you just flip the switch on the left downward or towards the back. It'll pull to the left. Flip it up or towards you. It'll pull to the right. And it has an automatic reverse, so you don't have to go in there and do that unless you have a problem. On either side, it will pull on this ribbon guide here and swap the direction as you're typing automatically, so you never have to go in there and swap that unless you have a problem. All right. Carriage release on both sides. It's got the really nice I say really nice because it's easy to use carriage release, but they do break off. They're getting old and they don't make them anymore. So if you have one of these models that has a broken carriage release lever, check my shop. I do 3D print these replicas that are really nice to replace the originals. These are the originals on these. They're still in nice shape. And this lever on the front side, if you lift it up, it will release the carriage and lock in the middle. So when you have it in the case, it doesn't bang around in there causing any kind of damage to your escapement. To unlock it, just move it slightly to the right. Carriage release original on the left as well. Very smooth, excellent condition typewriter all the way around. If you push the button on the left knob, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is a half a space. Same concept with this lever on the inside. You flip that down, it disables the spacing. Flip it up, you get the clicks. And on the inside of the left side of the platen is the page gauge. If you load the page right there underneath the 11, there's a notch. And as you're feeding the page through, it starts to warn you on the left side in red that you're getting close to the bottom of the end of the page. Is 2 inches right there, and then 1.5, 1 inch, and that's the bottom of the page. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy or my new website, brooksawantiques.com.